And officials in the US are now investigating online threats against American troops from a previously unknown group. The Islamic State hacking organization posted the names and addresses of about 100 US troops, calling for attacks against them on American soil. The US Defense Department official says it cannot yet verify the authenticity of that post. US officials stress the safety of service members is always of a top concern. We're joined now by CNN military analyst Mark Hertling, a retired Army commanding general. Thanks very much for your time today. Now, the credibility of this threat has not been established, but how serious are officials taking it?
Well, they're taking it very seriously, Lynda, because there were names named. Over 100 names of both military service members and some family members. But truthfully, this is the kind of threat we've seen before. Both the Taliban and Al-Qaeda have attempted to do the same kind of thing, except ISIS is a little bit different because they are a little bit more advanced in their use of social media skills. But the government official and all services are taking this very seriously.
And as far as you're aware, are the military members that were named being given any extra protection?
Not that I'm aware of, Lynda. I think, again, the threat is, it's not as significant as one would believe. I mean, this is something that's been reported over the last several months that ISIS is going to go after these people. The pictures that they used were pictures from Facebook and from some newspaper articles of some that were known to be in the theater of operations and some that were just family members. But as you can imagine, if your picture was put on a warning list like this from a terrorist organization, you would be concerned. But truthfully, the military takes care of its own very well. And I think most of the security forces around the areas will become aware of this, but there's no need to guard these individuals right now.
Right. And to other news, 11 foreigners have entered Syria. They are medical students from Britain, Canada and Sudan, and they're apparently working in hospitals in ISIS-controlled territory. Do you think foreign countries should be doing more to stop these sort of young, impressionable students and young people making that journey to Syria?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is something that we've seen repeatedly. Just how do you stop the flow on the border? And we know Turkey has established some increased pressure in this regard. They've put notification on over 10,000 people now at their border crossing points and in some of their airports. But this is something that ISIS critically needs. They need doctors. As an organization that's attempting to form a government, they have to provide all the sources that a government provides, one of which is medical care. And in my sources within Iraq, some of the doctors that I knew when I was serving there that are Iraqi doctors, they are saying most of the physicians and the nurses are trying to get out of the areas maintained by ISIS, and ISIS can't keep up the medical services when the doctors who live there are doing everything they can to leave.
And you mentioned before how advanced ISIS are using social media to put their propaganda out there, but clearly they're also using it to target young people. We've seen hundreds of people from the West go
Absolutely.
to join the fight in Syria.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what they're attempting to do is to show a familial state where things are very pleasant and they're inviting people in. And it's not until some of these recruits get there that they find out how horrible the conditions are, how terrible the mission is. Some of the things that are being used to recruit them are not quite the things they're seeing when they get there. And then they're caught in a very bad situation that they can't return to their home state.
Yeah, very tough to leave once you're there, I imagine. Thank you very much, military analyst Mark Hertling, for joining us today. We appreciate it.